It is second semi-final, New Zealand versus South Africa at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. Well, an interesting piece of information. If you look at the last 8 ODIs that South Africa and New Zealand have played against each other, the pattern is something so very interesting. Dating back to 2017, the last 8 ODIs have gone like this. Either team has won the alternate matches. New Zealand winning the second, fourth, sixth, and eighth, whereas South Africa have won the first, third, fifth, and seventh. These are just the last 8 ODIs head to head. So, going by this pattern, it is the turn for South Africa to win. But then, if cricket results were decided by patterns, then it would have been something else. New Zealand, having lost to India in their last league match in Group A, travelled that night on Sunday without catching up with sleep to reach Lahore. Tired, but then they would have definitely caught up with sleep and are fresh to take on South Africa in the second semi-final. South Africa have a point to prove. They have come short when it comes to the crunch matches in the ICC events, the knockouts, like we saw in the final of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup against India last year. It was a match that they just gave it in a platter thanks to their batsmen and their largesse. And of course, you cannot take away any credit that India put on to win that silverware. Well, New Zealand versus South Africa. South Africa, like India, have stationed in the entire tournament in Dubai. South Africa have been all along in Pakistan, but no, not in the same city. They have played in Karachi, traveled to Rawalpindi, where their league match against Australia was a total washout without even toss being held. They won against England, having bowled out that struggling Joss Butler's England team for less than 180. They won against Afghanistan, defending a mammoth total, but they and South Africa are all set to advance to the final, but then they will be up against the challenge of New Zealand, which has won both their matches before they bumped into India. New Zealand, good players of spin, they are they carry about their business quietly, often entering the semi-finals of ICC events, and here they are again one more time. They don't make that much noise like some of the other teams led by left arm spinner Mitchell Santner have the experience of Kane Williamson, Tom Latham, and their top order is well set to play both the South African pace and the spin of Keshav Maharaj. New Zealand, with the arrival of Kylie Jamieson, they have Matt Henry, who took 5 wickets against India on that tricky pitch in Dubai, 5 for 42, well supported by the tall, lanky William O'Rourke. The Kiwis also have formidable spin duo their captain Mitchell Santner and the off spinner Michael Bracewell, not to forget the left arm spin of Rachin Ravindran also, to pose serious challenges to the South African batsmen. South Africa, we know how hard they hit, big hitting Marco, big hitting Hendrik Klaasen, Van der Dussen, and of course their openers Timba Bavuma and Ryan Riggleton can give them off to a good start. Lahore has been high scoring matches in this Champions Trophy. Australia successfully chased down England's 350 plus, and Australia almost chased a competitive, or they were on course to chasing down a competitive total posted by Afghanistan. So you can expect another high scoring game on Wednesday, with the team winning the toss, wanting to bowl first and restrict the opposition and chase down the total, because history has seen successful chases in recent times at the Gaddafi Stadium. Let's see who enter the final that is slated on Sunday. But then it is going to be a cracking contest. South Africa versus New Zealand. New Zealand slightly on the high on confidence because they won the tri-series against Pakistan, the final before the Champions Trophy, and they also beat South Africa, which was the third team in the tri-series just before this competition. So get set for another exciting contest, semi-final number 2 at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore on Wednesday. Take care.